Good morning from my morning walk in Sedona and taking in the sun, which is already quite warm today. But I want to talk to you today about the number one thing that's between you and what you want to create in your life. The number one thing that's between you and growing your law practice, the number one thing that's between you and managing your time, and the number one thing between you and creating boundaries, and the number one thing that's between you and creating a life where you get to walk into it instead of feel like you're rushing around all the time. And that's nervous system regulation. Your body is filled with nerves. And over the years, we have experiences, and those experiences get stored inside of our bodies. When you find yourself feeling stressed out, when you find yourself feeling scared or you have doubt, when and this shows up all the time when you're talking about money, if you're talking about time, if you're talking about a person, it could be a parent or some other person that really you feel like that, what people call triggered. All that is your nervous system reacting to something that's going on in your brain. Whether it is, it's always going to be subconscious at first until you bring it to the forefront. But this is something that I help lawyers with because I didn't realize I had a really dysregulated nervous system. And this is what was preventing me from, one, creating the life that I wanted to create. There's a whole lot more behind that. But the big one was I wasn't creating the safety I needed so that I could do what I wanted. So here's what I mean. If you want to leave this weekend, because I'm recording this on a Friday, if you want to leave this weekend and you want to leave at 3:00, but you feel this fear about leaving at 3:00 and you don't want to leave because you're like, oh my gosh, everybody's like going to look at me and then they're going to judge me. And your nervous system is reacting to a set of thoughts happening in your brain, and it's likely subconscious at first and then it becomes conscious. For me, I had that when I would do that in the afternoon. It's like, okay, I'm going to leave at 4:00 so I can go to my 4:30 yoga class is what was happening. When I was a criminal prosecutor, I wanted to create that habit for myself. And that was the only way that I could do that and manage my time in a way that made sense for me. And so I had all these fears come up, and it would show itself by me skipping going to yoga, by me feeling worried, what are people going to think of me? Are people judging me? Are they talking about me behind my back? And if you're experiencing nervous system dysregulation in any area of your life, it's going to show up in worrying. It's going to show up in ruminating. It's going to show up in this anxious feeling in your body. So this is what you do when you feel that feeling. And it doesn't stop coming back just because you learn this practice. It's something that even if you think, okay, I've done all the work on myself, I've done all the mindset work, I've done all of the nervous system regulation work, and yet it comes back. It's like, that's okay. It's not a big deal. All that means is that you just do this practice that I'm going to give you again. That's it. So for instance, I have a lot of clients who want to build their practice, and that requires them becoming more visible in the world. That could look like a lot of different things. It could be showing up on social media. It could be getting media spots. It could be starting a podcast. It could be going to networking events. It could be doing a lot of different things. It could be writing blog posts. But what happens is that our body picks up everything going on in our subconscious, and our subconscious wants to keep us safe, doesn't want to rock the boat, wants to ensure that we are okay. And so the way that it does that is it prevents us, in this example, from becoming visible. So you might find yourself procrastinating on starting your podcast, procrastinating on writing blog posts. You're constantly finding reasons not to do things. Oh, I don't have time. Oh, I don't have money. This, that, and the other. That's how it shows up. Or you worry and then your brain starts second guessing yourself and your brain starts saying, maybe that's not such a good idea. Because what's happening is that your brain is now interpreting the feeling in your body as if something has gone wrong, as if it's a sign to stop. It's not. In fact, what happens is once you begin regulating your nervous system, everything you want is on the other side of that. So when you feel anxious, when you feel stressed out, when you're thinking about doing something new, for instance, becoming more visible in your law practice, starting a new habit, whatever it is, your body is naturally going to start putting up its self-defense mechanism, because that's all it is, to prevent you from stepping into that new version of yourself, because that new version of yourself is scary. That new version of yourself has a bigger law practice, and all that feels really scary. Like, oh my gosh, I can hardly handle what's happening in my law practice now. How could I possibly think about growing it? And the interesting thing about this that I've seen over and over and over again is that once I've uncovered what's going on emotionally, once you start, bringing up all of these feelings, once all these feelings start coming up, then I can go in, help you regulate your nervous system. And when you regulate your nervous system, that's when you can plan, that's when you can strategize, that's when you can follow through. So if you've ever noticed, hey, I make these great plans, but I don't follow through on them, well, part of that is because you have an activated nervous system. It doesn't always have to show up as anxiety or fear, but you will notice that you're putting things off over and over again. And so that means you've got to go in and you've got to create safety for yourself. So this is how you do it. You've got to notice when it's happening. So let's go back to the example of growing your visibility in your law practice, whether it's a networking event. Let's talk about a networking event because this comes up a lot. Like, okay, I've got this networking event set and I don't want to go to it. I feel really nervous. People are going to, not want to talk to me. I'm not going to know what to say. I'm going to say the wrong thing. I'm going to sound salesy. People are going to think I'm trying to push something on them. And so you start to feel a little nervous. And you start to feel a little anxiety. Your shoulders feel a little tense. And you start thinking, maybe it's not such a good idea that I go to this networking event. Honestly, there's so many better things I could be doing right now. I could be working, I could go home, so many things I can do. Like, I don't have a lot of time. Maybe I should just skip it. So you start hearing yourself rationalizing, hey, I don't need to go to this networking event. I'll put it off. I'll go to the next one. That's a signal that your nervous system needs regulation. So when you feel the anxiety coming up, you just sit with it and you breathe. I like 5, 7, 8 breathing because what it does is it reduces the cortisol in your body. It starts to relax you. You're slowing everything down when you slow down your breathing. So here's how you do it. You take a breath in, 5 beats. So breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath. And I hold it for 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 5, 7, 8 breathing. So when you're inhaling, doesn't matter through your nose, through your mouth, doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're slowing your breath down to a pace that's very slow. And if 5, 7, 8 doesn't feel comfortable, that's okay. Just switch it up so that it feels comfortable for you. But the goal of this is to slow everything down. So let's say it's the end of the day, you're about to go to your networking event. Put your hand on your heart. I like to put my hand on my heart because it helps keep me present. And do 5, 7, 8 breathing. And when you do that, you start to regulate your nervous system. You begin to feel the anxiety melt away. There's a couple reasons this is happening. One is the biological processes in our body. It helps soothe everything, right? You're starting to create safety in your body. You're starting to signal to your brain and your body, all of the nerves, that you are safe. That's the first part of it. The second part of it is really becoming present to the moment. And when you become present to the moment, your brain isn't thinking about 20 different things or all the things that could go wrong at the networking event or what all the people are going to think when you go to the networking event. All your brain is focused on is breathing and being present. So just breathe in 5, 7, and then 8. Exhale. And this is going to be a step to help you regulate your nervous system. I'm going to add one other thing, is that a lot of times lawyers will tell me they don't feel safe feeling their feelings. They don't feel safe sitting with the anxiety or whatever emotion is coming up with them because they're afraid they're going to stay stuck in it. That's not going to happen. I understand the fear. It's never happened ever. You can always do this practice and you will be able to calm your nervous system. For me, when I feel my nervous system highly dysregulated, like I am like, oh my gosh, like my whole shoulders are tight, everything's going on here, I tell myself it's okay. You're safe. It's all right. Everything's going to be okay. It's okay to go to this networking event. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. It's okay to do this. I love you. Those are things that I say to myself. And that's something to notice is how are you talking to yourself? How are you giving to yourself so that you can regulate your nervous system? So that you can trust, oh wait, this feeling is not about, I shouldn't go to this networking event. This feeling isn't about, I shouldn't be more visible in my practice. This feeling isn't about, I shouldn't be investing in whatever it is you're investing in for your law practice. Time, money, energy. This is about something that's happening biologically that's started from my subconscious, and I can just sit here with it and be okay and do the 5-7-8 breathing and create safety. And also I want to offer this. If you feel uncomfortable, you can take action even while uncomfortable. I do it all the time. And sometimes I don't know what's causing the anxiety. I don't know what's causing the stress or what the worry, whatever's happening. Sometimes I don't know. And it's okay. You don't have to go back and psychoanalyze yourself. You can just sit with it and let it be. And it's okay. All right, my friend. Take this with you throughout your day, throughout your weekend. Every single time you're thinking about work, bring it back to, it's okay. I'm all right. Everything's going to be okay. And do the 5-7-8 breathing. You're going to find that you're going to feel so much better. You're going to keep resetting yourself because that's really what this practice is about, resetting your nervous system, right? Everything that's going on, your vagus nerve, the cortisol levels in your body. And when you do that, you will be able to take action on even the most difficult things, and you'll be able to live the life that you want. You'll be able to create the boundaries you want. You'll be able to go to the networking events that you want to. You'll be able to grow your practice and become more visible in your practice the way you want to. All right, let me know how this sits with you. Well, hello, Hess. Yes, this is also needed, Dina. Procrastination is one of the biggest complaints per ABA from what I recall. Absolutely. There's actually an ABA, one of those model rules about procrastination. And procrastination is a sign that your nervous system is dysregulated. And so many lawyers really blame themselves. They think that there's something wrong with them. I did, because I used to procrastinate. I mean, I was a master procrastinator, let me tell you. I would wait till the final seconds to get something done. I would wait till the final seconds of the morning to get up and get ready to go to the office. You name it, I procrastinated on it. And what I didn't know was that I simply had a really activated nervous system. I needed to have this skill. Like even having this 5-7-8 breathing allows you to just regulate your nervous system in that moment. And then you get to take action. Yeah, as is saying, yep, I was a genius at procrastination too. Yeah, absolutely. So if you are experiencing procrastination, if you were experiencing anxiety or you put off things like going to networking events or anything else that is something you want and yet you're not doing it, try this practice. Go in, create that safety for yourself because you absolutely can regulate your nervous system. And I'm here for you if you need help. If you have questions, let me know. You can comment them, you can DM me, and I will read them all. All right, have a beautiful rest of your day and a beautiful weekend. Bye.